Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my jungle, or what I call my garden. Uh, I am planning on planting tomato plants up through here along this fence. I had hubby weed because the bricks that I want to use here, that is already up there, um, our local Walmart sold out of them. So there's a lot of people into gardening right now, which is a good thing, at least to me. Uh, these tomatoes, I got 3 tomatoes planted here. Eventually, I would like to put a fence across here and then only walk in through that way. Um, I know there's a kind of cut off there. Um, the tomatoes are doing wonderfully. I planted. Biggest part of them are that's in these pots are yellow pear. Oh, I just see a caterpillar. Don't know if that's a good one or a bad one. We shall see. I'm going to say it's a bad one. So we're going to squish it. And there is a honey drop, I do believe, on one of these tomato plants. I will try to leave that photo in there somewhere. And of course, we have an elephant ear here and a tomato plant. I need to come out here and tie these plants up and prune them a little bit. Like I said, and then the yellow squash, no yellow squash yet. And I think I know what happened to my tomato plant, the tops of them. I think a neighbor sprayed over there on that side, on the other side of the fence. But hey, it's just something that he does every year. Am I completely happy? No, but I understand why he sprays. But I think that is what happened to my tomato plants. Either that or they was really, really dry. I'm not 100%. There's potatoes here. We'll be harvesting my first zucchini today. And yeah, we're going to make something with it, but it will be on the other me. I do need to replant a tomato here, right there in the middle, because chickens. I did plant more tomatoes here, and of course zinnias in the middle, and of course them tomatoes are doing wonderfully. Looks like my zinnias are getting ready to bloom on this side, not on that side. That side is pretty much, the pot is really, really soaked. So, and then I did plant another tomato here and some basil that I got on clearance. And of course, tomatoes in the pot, more basil and a tomato plant. And there is rosemary over here. I did plant some chamomile in this. It was there, and then the pot toppled over. So I had to replant. Lettuce, strawberries, and it looks like something's eating my strawberries. I moved 2 of the lick tubs over here. I need to come back and I need to weed this, but I need to clip the top off, and they're probably about ready to harvest. And my cabbage is probably done for. I forgot what I planted there. Lime mint is doing great that I transplanted. This pot has holy basil in it, and it's I did plant a tomato plant in there too. It's doing lemon balm, of course. These things are not doing very well. The garlic, I probably will be harvesting it. There are tomatoes, like I said, there's tomatoes everywhere. So of course carrots, and I need to tie these tomatoes up. We had a probably about 10-15 miles from us, we had tornado touchdowns, so people lost their homes. I'm going to go on up this side. I need to replace a couple of tomatoes here because I think either the spray or the roly-polies, one or the other. Like I said, I need to come in here and tie up, but it's been rainy and been busy, and none of these beans I planted here. Oh, there's one. I think these are the ones, the beans I got were from Baker Creek. Got one popping up. So we'll see how that is. Like I said, I need to come and cut the tops of my onions. The onion sets, not the onion slip. I need to cut the onion slips tops and not the onion sets. So these tomatoes are doing wonderfully. All this rain and storming that we've had makes it look good. And I do have a volunteer scout squash. And I did plant some more over there. So going down these two rows, this next row, the tomatoes are doing wonderfully. I think I know what I did between these beds and that bed. That bed didn't get cow manure that I had bought at Walmart. I think that is what the problem is. I'm not 100%. My basil there. As soon as the basil gets up and bushy, I will start trimming it and harvesting it. And then we're going to try tea and see what the different basils taste like. So, and I do believe I planted a chamomile there. And of course, you've seen those jungle beds. The tomatoes, some of these tomatoes are starting to bloom. So, these potatoes don't look very hot. These are my last ones that was in the crate. I don't remember what tomato plant that was. Let me see. Oh, okay. This cherry tomato. Oh. Stop piddling with that, Luann. One bean here. There ain't no other beans. My cantaloupe that I planted is up. That is part of the survival seeds. 2026, spin around. Tomatoes galore, and of course the flowers. And yes, I need to come out here and weed this muddy mess or jungle mess, but you know, we've had very strong winds, and it's been a busy on the homestead. I had an appointment this week too, so this I planted my blue potato in, the one I had left after I harvest. So that is my garden. The calendula is getting ready to bloom.